Washington was in chaos once again. But this time, it wasn't just another scandal. It was a leak that could change everything. A mysterious document called the Patriot List had set the Capitol on fire. The document named 5 high-ranking Democratic politicians, and at the very top of the list was Ilhan Omar. The accusations were shocking. Omar was allegedly helping illegal immigrants evade ICE, secretly giving them instructions on how to avoid deportation. She was being accused of breaking American laws. This wasn't just another political controversy. It was a national security issue. Within minutes, the leak spread like wildfire across Washington. The MAGA movement wasted no time taking action. Republican Representative Brandon Gill seized the moment. Standing in front of the Capitol, facing a swarm of cameras and reporters, his voice boomed, "The American people do not forgive betrayal. Ilhan Omar and others like her are breaking the law. This list is just the beginning." As his words echoed through the halls of Congress, shockwaves hit the White House. Within minutes, Donald Trump took to Truth Social, posting a short but explosive message. "The traitors are being exposed. Watch what happens next." The post didn't just fire up MAGA supporters, it sent Washington into a full-blown panic. Speculation spread like wildfire. Was this list a setup, a calculated move to take Omar down? Or was it proof that deep, dark secrets were finally being revealed? One thing was clear: Democrats were in full crisis mode. Within hours, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez appeared on MSNBC, her voice sharp and furious. "Today they're coming for Ilhan, but tomorrow they'll come for all of us." Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer immediately called for an emergency meeting. Behind closed doors, top Democratic strategists scrambled, desperately trying to contain what could become a full-blown disaster. But the real bomb hadn't even dropped yet. While the other names on the list remained in the background, all eyes were on Ilhan Omar. Appearing on CNN, she fought back, calling the accusations a racist attack. "This is a political witch hunt designed to silence me. They have no evidence." But not everyone was convinced. Moderate Democrats hesitated to publicly support her. They weren't just worried about her. They were worried about how voters would react. Meanwhile, conservative media ran with the story. On Fox News, Tucker Carlson asked the question everyone was afraid to answer. But what if, this time, she's actually guilty? Right-wing commentators pushed the narrative further, questioning, can the Democrats really defend Ilhan Omar? Meanwhile, on X, the controversy exploded. The hashtag Ilhan Omar scandal shot to the top of the trending list within hours. This wasn't just a political leak anymore. It had turned into a national crisis. And one question loomed over Washington: who would come out on top? It had only been 24 hours since the leak, but Washington was already shifting fast. Ilhan Omar and her team were scrambling to take control of the crisis, but the MAGA movement was doubling down, pushing their attack even further. Republican Representative Brandon Gill took the floor in Congress and escalated the accusations against Omar. This time, he had an even bigger bombshell. Standing at the podium, he locked eyes with the lawmakers in the chamber. His voice, steady and unwavering, rang through the room. "The FBI has a recording, proof that Ilhan Omar directly told illegal immigrants how to evade ICE. If this tape goes public, her political career is over." The room fell into a dead silence. Democratic lawmakers tensed, while Republicans exchanged glances, whispering among themselves. But one question was on everyone's mind. If this recording really exists, why hasn't it been released yet? Omar quickly fired back during a CNN interview. "This is a completely baseless attack. The MAGA movement has launched a witch hunt against me. They have no real evidence." But behind the scenes, things were moving fast. Just hours later, an independent journalist leaked documents online, revealing that the FBI had actually been investigating Omar years ago. The leaked reports showed that Omar's campaign had received large donations from a foreign-linked nonprofit. Even more suspicious, the investigation had quietly been shut down after the Biden administration took over. For conservative media, this was gold. Fox News, Breitbart, and Daily Wire plastered their headlines with a new narrative. Why is the deep state protecting Ilhan Omar? The story exploded across X, where the hashtag Ilhan Omar scandal shot to the top of the trending list. And now, it wasn't just MAGA supporters paying attention. Independent voters were beginning to ask, could there be some truth to this? But the biggest shockwave didn't come from Republicans. It came from inside the Democratic Party. In backroom conversations on Capitol Hill, whispers grew louder. Ilhan Omar is becoming a liability. Moderate Democrats started distancing themselves. Senior Democratic strategists debated whether it was smarter to cut Omar loose before the scandal spiraled even further. Even usually outspoken Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren remained suspiciously quiet. The party was splitting apart. And that's when Elon Musk entered the picture. In a short but explosive post on X, Musk wrote, "Funny how some people really don't want the truth about Ilhan Omar getting out." That one sentence sent Washington into a meltdown. MAGA supporters saw it as confirmation that Musk knew something big. Mainstream media quickly went on the defensive, calling Musk's statement dangerous misinformation. But at this point, the controversy was beyond damage control. Ilhan Omar's time was running out. The turning point came when Brandon Gill delivered a shocking speech in Congress. Once again, he brought up the FBI's alleged recording, the supposed proof that Ilhan Omar had instructed illegal immigrants on how to evade ICE. But this time, he took it even further. Standing firm at the podium, his voice sliced through the tension in the chamber. If this recording is fake, why won't the FBI deny it? And if it's real, why are they hiding it? The American people deserve to know the truth. A heavy silence followed. The Democrats didn't respond. At this point, everyone in the room understood what was at stake. If this tape ever saw the light of day, Ilhan Omar's political career would be over. But Gill's speech didn't just shake Congress. It ignited a media firestorm. Conservative outlets like Fox News, Breitbart, and Daily Wire ran bold headlines questioning why the FBI remained silent. Meanwhile, CNN and MSNBC rushed to discredit Gill, dismissing his claims as a politically motivated smear campaign. Yet, there was one glaring issue. Ilhan Omar had not issued a direct denial. And then, just when things seemed like they couldn't get worse for her, Washington was hit with another bombshell. An independent journalist leaked FBI documents that had been buried. These files revealed that Omar had received large foreign-linked donations, raising serious concerns about potential outside influence on her campaign. But the real scandal? The FBI had started an investigation, only for the Biden administration to quietly shut it down before charges could be filed. Within hours, the Democratic Party was in full crisis mode. Behind closed doors, party strategists and top officials scrambled. Some moderates distanced themselves, while others outright questioned whether Omar was worth defending anymore. Then, the Washington Post and New York Times published a stunning shift in tone, running headlines like, "Has Ilhan Omar become a liability for the Democratic Party?" The whispers inside Democratic circles grew louder. Was this the moment where party leadership would cut her loose? Before the Democrats could finalize their strategy, Elon Musk set the internet ablaze. Posting on X, he wrote, Funny how some people really don't want the truth about Ilhan Omar getting out. The reaction was instant. Conservatives saw it as a signal. Musk knew something. Progressives and mainstream media scrambled to control the damage, accusing him of spreading dangerous misinformation. But just when it seemed the situation couldn't escalate any further, a former Ilhan Omar staffer, choosing to remain anonymous, came forward with a devastating revelation. "I was there." Ilhan Omar personally told illegal immigrants exactly how to avoid ICE raids. She laid it all out: where to go, what to do, and how to disappear. Washington exploded. If this whistleblower testified under oath, Omar wouldn't just lose her seat, she could face criminal prosecution. MAGA wasted no time. Brandon Gill took the floor and officially called for a full congressional investigation into Ilhan Omar. If enough votes were secured, her expulsion from Congress would be inevitable. But one massive question remained. If the FBI really has the evidence, why are they still hiding it? Who is protecting Ilhan Omar? Would Biden, the Democrats, and the media continue to shield her? Or had the establishment already decided she was expendable? The countdown had begun. And if Ilhan Omar fell, who would be next?